Hi, guys. I just wanted to first say hi. I miss all of you. I miss seeing your faces, talking to you, hearing your little voices every day. Kind of stinks about the situation that we're going through, but got to try to make the best of it and make sure that you're following directions as far as your social distancing. This isn't just a break from school. I want to go back to school, but the only way that we're going to be able to do that is to make sure that we are following the guidelines from, people that are experts. You need to make sure that you are doing everything possible to protect yourself and protect those close to you, your family members, so that we can stop the spread of this disease, okay, until they find something that will help. All right. So, done with that. But I wanted to kind of give you a break from reading and looking up answers and just generating different things on paper and submitting them to me. So, I wanted to do a lesson for you. My daughter's teacher did a Zoom call with her entire class, and it was just to say hi, to see each other's faces, and to let the kids talk to each other. And then it turned into a lesson on Zoom. So she's going to do that probably 2-3 times a week for her class. So I wanted to do something for you guys. Obviously, it's kind of hard when I don't hear from people, to get them on like a Zoom call that's real time, that we can interact with one another. But if that's something that maybe we can get together, I just need more of a response, and we can do that. But I am going to go over chapter 11, lesson 1 for right now. It is about managing weight and eating behaviors. That's what the entire chapter is about. Lesson 1 is about maintaining a healthy weight. And when you're maintaining a healthy weight, it helps you to protect your health and to prevent from diseases, because the healthier that your body is, the more capable that your body is at fighting off different things that are attacking it. Okay, so go over some vocab to start with. Okay, so your metabolism is the process by which the body breaks down substances and gets energy from food. Okay, so your metabolism is how fast your body takes in what you eat and then picks out all of the nutrients and stuff that it needs to work. Your metabolism is how fast your body breaks down food and then uses it or disposes of it. Your body mass index, or your BMI, is a measure of body weight relative to your height. So there's ranges of BMIs that you're supposed to be in. There's healthy ranges, and then there's dangerously high ranges, and those are usually equivalent to people that are very, very, very much so overweight. And your BMI, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but it can fluctuate depending on your height, your age, what gender you are, and based on if you are an athlete or not. If you're physically active, if you're an athlete, you tend to have a little bit higher of a BMI because you just have more muscle mass. Okay. Overweight is heavier than the standard weight range for your height. So you're overweight, compared to obese, is having an excess amount of body fat. So obese is on the farther side of being overweight. So that's a really dangerous range to be in. And again, it depends on your age, your height, and your gender. Okay. And then underweight is below the standard weight range for your height. So people that are underweight sometimes, it's because they've had like a really, really big growth spurt. They grew a lot, so they got taller, and they didn't pack on a lot of weight beforehand, so they stretched out and they're like really, really thin. Or it can like come from genetics and stuff like that. And again, we'll go into more of that later when I talk to you. Okay, so we're going to talk about calories first. So when you eat food, everything has calories to it, different amounts of calories, okay? Even certain liquids that you drink, they have calories. Like soda has a lot of calories in it because it has a lot of sugar. Water doesn't have any calories in it, all right? Every food and beverage that has calories has good calories and bad calories, okay? And calories are the units of measure found in every food, okay? Sorry, I'm looking off of notes and I'm talking at the same time. To maintain your weight, you would need to eat the same amount of calories that your body uses every day. So if you want to stay around the same weight that you currently are, you're going to eat the same amount of calories that you would burn by being physically active, okay? And you burn calories sleeping at night. So if you're a tosser and a turner and you don't sleep very well, one, that's kind of bad for your health because you're not being well rested, but you're probably burning more calories physically when you're sleeping because you're constantly moving, okay? You would gain weight by consuming more calories than what you burn every day. So a thinner person that's looking to gain weight, or let's say a teenage boy that wants to gain more muscle mass, they're going to have to eat more than what they burn when they're active. And they're going to have to eat good stuff, okay? So if you're eating junk food and you're trying to gain weight, you're going to gain fat instead of muscle, all right? To lose weight, you would need to consistently use more calories every day than what you consume. So you have to burn more calories than what you're actually eating, all right? And that doesn't mean that you starve yourself. You can't lose weight by just not eating, because then your body starts attacking itself and it starts breaking down your muscles instead of actually losing the fat that's around your muscles and around your organs. Okay. So your metabolism makes what you eat into fuel for your body. The faster your metabolism works, the faster calories are burned. So for those of you that have a very fast metabolism, sometimes it's going to be really hard to gain weight because you're probably already at a healthy weight range, or it's so fast that you may be a little bit underweight. Metabolism's slow with age and poor eating behaviors. So if you're a person that only eats like once a day, say you don't eat breakfast before school and then you don't eat lunch at school because ew, it's gross, and you wait to eat when you get home a really big meal, your metabolism is going to be very slow because your body's not working all day long to break down anything that you've put in it. And then it takes forever to process through whatever you are eating. That way it can pick out the nutrients that your body needs. Eating a lot of high calorie or high fat foods or eating a lot of junk food will slow down your metabolism because, just like I said, processing through the food, it has to process through all of the junk and find what your body needs and what it's going to absorb in order to function. So it's taking it a lot longer to process through that if you're eating bad stuff. Right. The right weight for each person is different and depends on your age, gender, height, body frame, and stage or rate of growth. So some people grow faster than others when they're small children or when you're in your teenage years, and that's all normal. Everybody grows at their own rate, okay? Your body composition is the amount of muscle compared to your fat tissue, and it also plays a factor in your BMI. So just like I said, athletes, they have a higher BMI. Those with more muscle mass and less fat will have a higher BMI, but will still be considered healthy. Okay. Your weight and your health. Being either overweight or underweight could cause an individual to have a greater degree of health risks. If your weight does not fall in the healthy weight range, you're at a higher risk of different diseases. Weighing too much can lead to heart disease, cancer, asthma, osteoarthritis. That's arthritis in your joints. It kind of hurts to move, and sometimes like you see it with people that have arthritis in their hands. Instead of their joints going up and down or being kind of straight, they're kind of like crooked, or their fingers are crooked like this because their joints aren't working as well because they have arthritis. Weighing too much can also lead to diabetes, okay? Weighing too little can cause teens to feel really easily tired. You can feel weak, and they also have trouble concentrating. People who are underweight also have a harder time fighting off disease and illnesses, okay? So causes of being overweight. It can be your heredity or your genetics, so you get it passed down from your family members. You have a very slow metabolism, or you're consuming too many calories and not enough physical exercise. Causes of being underweight would be your genetics again. Sometimes it's just hereditary. Thinner people tend to have thinner babies, you know what I mean? And then you grow up like that just because it's in your genetics. You have a really fast metabolism. Your growth rate is fast. So this is what I was talking about. Like if you have a kid that's in junior high and then all of a sudden they get to high school and they're like 4 or 5 inches taller over the summer, like that's a really, really fast rate of growth. And so they're probably going to look a lot skinnier. People that are underweight could not be eating enough calories to get the nutrients that they need. And then some people that are underweight exercise a lot to the point where it's not healthy. They're exercising too much and they're burning too many calories so that they're not gaining any weight. Essentially, they're losing weight when they're not supposed to be. Okay. Managing your weight. Eating healthy foods and limiting the not so healthy foods along with regular physical activity can help manage your weight. So you're going to eat good food and you're going to exercise or be physically active on a consistent basis, okay? And that'll maintain your weight, all right? That doesn't mean that you can't have junk food or you can't have fast food or the fatty foods that you might like more than others. It just means you can't eat them all the time, okay? And it's not recommended for teens to actually diet. It's more like a lifestyle change that you have to have a nutrition plan. It's not a diet because diets don't really work, okay? Teens should try eating well-balanced, healthy meals and snacks every day to reach and maintain a healthy weight. Some of the strategies that you can use is to target your healthy weight. So this would be when you go for like your well checks and you're going to ask your pediatrician, your doctor, what your healthy weight range would be. And again, that's according to your height, how old you are, and if you're a boy or a girl, right? Your gender. You're going to set realistic goals. So you're going to eat healthy consistently and exercise regularly over an extended period of time. Because if you are a little bit overweight or underweight, let's say, and you're trying to get to that healthy weight range, it's not going to happen overnight, okay? It's not something that happens really, really super fast. You have to work at it, okay? And it's something that you have to stay consistent with. So that means doing over and over and over again. Not cheating a whole lot, like on your meals, cheating, meaning like you're not just eating hot Cheetos for the whole morning and then you're like, oh, I'm going to have a salad with grilled chicken. That's not going to work for you, okay? You're going to personalize your plan so you eat foods that you enjoy. Eating healthy should not be a punishment. Again, you have to find the stuff that you like and then have it prepared. Like, the only way I can eat broccoli is raw. I don't like it cooked. I don't like it steamed. I can't eat it when it's cooked because I don't like the texture and I really don't like the taste of it when it is cooked. My daughter doesn't like cooked carrots. She'll eat raw carrots all day long. She doesn't like the cooked ones. I would prefer cooked carrots. So everybody's different with their taste and what they like. You just have to figure out what works for you. You're going to put your goals and plan in writing, so it's better to write your stuff down. That way you have something to look at and to keep yourself accountable with what goals that you want to achieve with your weight, okay? And you're going to evaluate your process. Track your weight on a weekly basis. You shouldn't be weighing yourself every single day because you're going to fluctuate between your weight every single day within a few pounds. That's normal, okay? And don't get stuck on the number on the scale, because if you're one of those people that hasn't been physically active a whole lot and then all of a sudden you're eating a little bit better and you're being a lot more physically active, you're probably going to start building a little bit more muscle and getting rid of the fat around your body. And muscle weighs more than fat. So you might not be losing a whole lot of pounds according to your weight on the scale. But if you feel better, you look better, you're winning, okay? So sometimes it's not about the number because, again, it depends on our body frame, everything like that. So if, like, your clothes are fitting nicer, they're not as tight, you know you're doing something better, okay? And then here's some suggestions if you're trying to lose weight. You're going to choose nutrient-dense foods. You should have went over that in chapter 10 if you read chapter 10 and did your questions. So nutrient-dense foods are like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and they have good nutrients and fewer calories. So you can eat more of them if you're counting calories towards your burn rate. Okay, you're going to watch your portion sizes. So the My Pyramid recommends what the portion sizes of your major food groups are. If you're eating like really, really big portions, then you're defeating the purpose of eating healthier because you're eating too much. You're going to eat fewer foods that are high in fats and added sugars because they have more calories and less nutrients. Enjoy your favorite foods in moderation. So you can eat high calorie, high fat, or high sugar foods in small portions every once in a while. So don't have the donuts every day. Just have a donut once a week, and only one donut, not the whole, dozen, or those little mini packs that you get in the cafeteria. Don't eat like 2 or 3 of those. Okay. You're going to be active. Being physically active will help burn calories consumed. The more you exercise, the more calories that you burn. And then you're going to tone muscles. By building muscle through strength training or body weight exercises, your body will burn more calories. Okay. And it doesn't mean that you have to get like all huge and giant, and muscular, especially for the girls. Like, you do need to lift weights in order to build your strength, but you're not going to lift super, super heavy weights. And it just kind of like tones and elongates your muscles so that it looks tighter, okay? And you have to stay hydrated. You have to drink so much water, okay? It's recommended that teens drink 9 to 13 cups of fluid every day, majority of that being water, okay? If you're trying to gain weight, good weight is gained through muscle development, not more fat tissue. So you should still exercise regularly for appropriate weight gain. And here's suggestions for that. You're going to select foods from the 5 major food groups that are higher in calories. An example would be drinking whole milk instead of fat-free or low-fat milk. You're going to choose higher calorie, nutrient-rich foods. So that would be like nuts, dried fruit, cheeses, and avocados are really good nutrients, and they have like the good fats in them. Because your body does need fats in order to build your muscle and to function. It's just like you need the healthier fats, okay? Eat nutritious snacks. So you're going to stay away from like all the candy, chips, a lot of like the pastries and the cookies, all of the sweet, yummy foods and stuff that we enjoy eating and snacking on majority of the time because they just like taste good. Usually they're not going to be very good for you, okay? So snacks would be like fruits, veggies, cheese, whole wheat crackers. Those are good, okay? And you're going to get regular physical activity. So when you're eating more calories, being physically active is still very important because it's going to help you gain more muscle instead of fat cells, okay? So that's lesson 1. Again, maintaining a healthy weight. So basically, if you want to maintain a healthy weight, you have to figure out what that weight range is for yourself. And then you have to eat nicely, okay? And when you're eating nicely, you're treating your body nicely. So you're going to feel better. For those of you that eat like really junky food, I've been there. I do that. I'm a real person. And when you start eating nicer, your body feels a lot better. And that's just because your body's getting what it needs and it's not having to work as hard to process through all of the junk. Okay? Drink lots of water, and you always, always, always have to stay physically active one way or another. I only leave my house right now to go get groceries, or I'll go to my parents' house if I really, really, really need to get out of the house. And sometimes it's hard to be here all day long. I feel you. It's really hard. But you can do home workouts, jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups. Those are very basic, very regular things, squats, wall sits, that we've done in PE that you can do at home too. And you feel a lot better when you have a little bit of physical activity because your body's moving around, all right? Remember, it creates those endorphins that give you those like little happy chemicals, okay? So do your best. I know it's kind of sucky right now if you're one of those people that's following the rules and you're staying inside as much as possible, but you can go outside and go for a jog around the block. It's just you're not supposed to be in contact with a whole lot of people, okay? I hope this helped a little bit so you guys didn't have to like read through the chapter. What you can do for me to make sure that you watch this and get credit for this lesson is leave comments on the video, and then I would like for you to email me, and I want you to answer the question. Shoot, I had the question. I should have written it down. I want you to email me what your dinner choice would be if you could choose from anything, And I want it to be an appetizer, a main course, the drink, and a dessert. 4 things, okay? It can be something that's cooked at home. It can be something from a restaurant, but I want you to give me the 4 things: appetizer, main course, your drink that you're having with your meal, and your dessert for a healthy, well-balanced meal. Okay? Appetizer, main course. What are you going to drink with it? And what are you going to have for dessert afterwards for your healthy, well-balanced meal? Okay? And if you need help with that, you go back to chapter 10 with the list of healthy foods with the My Pyramid, and then, kind of judging off of your weight right now, how you feel about yourself, how healthy do you need to eat? Are you one of those people that needs to maybe lose a little bit of weight? You trying to gain some weight? What's your meal going to look like? Okay? And for those of you that feel that you're like overweight and you need to lose weight, remember you're still growing. Okay? Please remember that you're still growing. You can always do a little bit of extra exercise or physical activity if you're not feeling well, because again, it's going to create those healthy chemicals, those endorphins that are going to make you feel a little bit happy. And yeah, you feel a little bit better when you do have some physical activity. It's proven. Helps you sleep better and you just feel better. Okay? So please don't, I'm going to have 5 carrots and 3 pieces of lettuce. Not happening. Healthy, well-balanced meal. Let me know the dressings, the sauces, all that stuff. Okay? Let me know in the comments if this helped, if this is something that you would like for me to do regularly instead of sending you what you need to read and look up for the lessons. Okay? I hope you're all well. I hope you're all safe. I hope that I get to see you guys. And have a good day, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.